शास्त्र परिचर्चा बड़ा धैर्य का विषय होता है और उसी धैर्य के साथ उतना कंठस्थ करना, याद रखना, छोटे छोटे स्थानों को पक्ष, पूर्व पक्ष, उत्तर पक्ष करके समाधान करना अपने आप में एक अभूतपूर्व अनुभव होता है। पारंपरिक शिक्षा की यह सबसे महती देन है जिसमें छात्र केवल ज्ञान ही नहीं प्राप्त करता, वरन उसका प्रस्तुतिकरण कैसा होना चाहिए, उसे किस तरह से प्रस्तुत किया जाए, यदि अप्रस्तुत इसमें कोई समस्या है तो उसे किस तरीके से हटाया जाए, प्रतिवाद किया जाए, खंडन कैसे किया जाए, मंडन कैसे किया जाए, यह शास्त्र की अपनी सौंदर्य, अपना सौंदर्य होता है जो भारतवर्ष में बहुत प्रसिद्ध रहा है और आज भी है। धन्यवाद पुनश्च. Now the main part of this program, that is the inaugural session of Janvi Sanskrit e-Journal. We are fortunate that we are associated with the Honorable Asanga Tilakratne, who is HOD of Buddhist Department of Colombo University of Sri Lanka, and moreover that he is not only serving in Sri Lanka but also in Nalanda International University of India, Buddhist Academy of Burma, Yonsei University of Korea, Oth Govishwa University of New Zealand. Now, so we are fortunate and we are requesting to him for please inaugurate the 44th edition of Janvi, and also we are requesting for blessing words also. So we are inviting to him Honorable our chief guest Asanga Tilakratne sir from Colombo, Sri Lanka. Asanga sir, can you hear me?
Yes, surely. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Surely, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Swagatam Sarvesham. Although it is a little bit late in the morning, let me wish you a very good morning to everybody. In fact, I am truly honored this morning to have been asked by you to join this inaugural meeting and also to inaugurate the prestigious journal Jahnavi. When I saw the name, first thing that came into my mind was something I learned at a very, very early stage of my own Sanskrit learning. Siddhi sadhye satamastu prasadatasya durjate Jahnavi penare kheva yan murdni sashina khala. So I thought the word is so familiar and so beautiful, Sanskrit word with nice meaning. In fact, I should like to begin my short remarks by first by thanking Dr. Sadanand Jha, the editor-in-chief of this journal, and also this inauguration is conducted in collaboration with Jagadish Narayan Brahmacharya Ashram Sanskrit Postgraduate and Research College, and the distinguished scholars from that college, and also I see a large number of scholars from all over India. So I'm being truly honored and also being very fortunate to join this occasion. In fact, inaugurating the e-journal, I think this is my first experience in my whole life. So I have never inaugurated the e-journal before. So thank you very much for these two erudite young Sanskrit scholars, Dr. Bipin Kumar Jha from Nalanda University, and also Dr. Meenakshi coordinated this and who were very kind to me when I was in Nalanda University a few months back when I was teaching there. So thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity. Now, looking at this Sanskrit e-journal, Jahnavi, let me make just one or two remarks by way of my Ashirvadam, my congratulations to you. The first thing I noted was, as all of us know, the Sanskrit language is not only a language, it's a whole culture and religion and a way of life. Now, this is one of the very old world heritage coming from India. And it's very interesting to see that there is an e-journal, the spreading this valuable knowledge. In other words, I see this as a beautiful combination of ancient wisdom with modern communication technology. I mean, today, all of us know that we live in a somewhat difficult period, but this difficult period has in a way its own positive things also. The very fact that I'm joining from Sri Lanka and you are joining from all over India and maybe from all over the world has made it possible. And we have been thinking of these innovative ways of getting together and exchanging ideas and doing things. I think that is at least one, the positive aspect of this, we being affected by this pandemic. Hopefully, again, with the blessings of India, I see today the vaccine developed in India is disseminated all over the world, including Sri Lanka. So that way, it is the health being restored in many parts of the world. Now, coming from Sri Lanka and also from the Buddhist tradition, of course, the religion we are following and the languages we are learning to follow that religion, Pali and Sanskrit and Tibetan and many other languages, these are basically the Indian products. So our religion, the languages, and our own language, Sinhala language, is mainly the derivative from Pali and Sanskrit languages. So, in that sense, being with this erudite group, I don't feel anything external or anything strange or anything. I'm joining with a group of people who share the same ways of life and same ways of philosophy and ways of outlook. So I see this combination, amalgamation of this ancient world heritage with modern technology, so that it spreads all over the world, which is very positive thing. And let me mention another quite positive thing I noticed when I went through the list of Sampadakas and Sampadikas. I saw a large number of course, we know that Sanskrit and Vedic studies have been men's domain. So it is the fourth of the men. But here I see a good number of women, particularly young, educated group of women joining this, not only this occasion, but also I saw quite a good number of women writers writing in Sanskrit and Hindi and English on this ancient tradition. Now, looking from broader point of view, I see this as something very positive. I say it positive because the women coming up in this field of study, of course, I notice it as more like a foreigner, because you have been seeing it all the time. Maybe you don't notice it very much, kind of taken for granted, but still, I see this as a very, very interesting thing, this ancient knowledge being, shared by, the larger community, not only men and women, and, it is being spread. So These are just two things that came into my mind when I went through this. So I'm not going to take too much of your time. Again, let me repeat, I feel very glad this morning to have been able to join you in inaugurating this. I'm sure I will be reading more leisurely the content of the journal. But for the time being, what I could say is a journal that's celebrating from 2010 to 2020, the 44th number means not an easy thing really, because we know that people who are in the business of publishing academic journals, it is not very easy to get the academic contribution. The editors will have to go after the people and begging for contributions. But here I can see, and also the very collection of the contributions contained in the 44th number also I find very, very interesting. So in that sense, it is a very big, I would say, triumph. And I wish Dr. Sadanand Jha and also his university team and his journal team spread all over the country very much success, and also let the message of the journal be spread in India and also its surroundings, finally in all over the world, because it takes to the world, like India is distributing vaccine today to the health to the world today. I mean, it is, I would say it is more like physical health, but we have been thinking of psychological well-being and the health of people through spread of noble ideas. I mean, that is the message of ultimately Vedas, that is the message of Jainism, that is the message of Buddhism, that is the message given by the noble religions produced, the born in India. I think, so my wish is ultimately let this light be spread all over the world. And thanking again, wishing you all the very best. Let me wind up. Thank you. Subhamastu. Okay.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर से मेरा परिचय 1 वर्ष पूर्व हुआ था, परंतु इतना सरल सौम्य व्यक्तित्व सर का है। He is very cool and calm, Tilak Ratne sir, and we are fortunate that you are with us.